Ralph.
Cool.
Hey, buddy, we saw something on Facebook tonight. That's why we wanted to call you. Did you almost get in a fight with somebody?
For me? Oh, no. No, it was just a confrontation thing. I took care of it, though. It was all right.
So what happened? You were very angry on the interwebs.
Well, yeah, read his post. Let's set it up for everybody. Read his post. Can you find it on Facebook, Cereal?
Well, I mean, if I'd been given prep, I would have.
This is not what we do on the show, man, okay? But it said something along the lines of, God damn, I wish I could remember how it said. You got to find it, Cereal. Because it was very worded like, I got in a fight tonight. Somebody said something to me. When someone says something to you, you can't back down.
Ralph, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you ever said you got into a fight tonight.
No, it wasn't a fight. It was just a verbal thing.
If you confront me verbally and challenge me, expect me to come right back at you, confront you, and it's on. I will not be talked down to.
So you fucking laid down a gauntlet. Ralph, that sounded like fighting. Like, sounded like you were ready to go to town, dude.
No, I was just, I guess, letting out some steam. I had just gotten into like a little thing around the house. And
were you tweeting in anger? A
little bit?
It was just kind of like the person I was into it with, they were like, they can say whatever they want, and I'm just going to like bow down and not say anything back. Well, that ain't the case.
So was this a family thing, or was this like a friend thing, or like a stranger thing?
We had a relative over here, and they kind of got to me. I had none of it. So.
What, you said relatives?
Yeah, just a relative came over.
Oh, you have that bitchy aunt that wants to run her mouth.
There you go.
Yeah, everybody has that aunt that thinks she knows better than you.
There you go. Yeah.
What did you say? What did you say though, Ralph? To like tell him to fuck off? What, did you give him the finger? Did you tell him to fuck off? What'd you do?
No, I just kind of made one little statement, and that was about it. I just kind of said, like...
You drop the mic and walk away.
It was more of a, like, well, we only got one seat, so, that was about it.
Wait,
Ralph,
so...
living dangerously.
It was over a sink thing, It wasn't nothing major.
So... Well, we came across the post, and it sounded major. Ralph, I mean, if you don't know, you have followers, and people are worried about you. We thought you were throwing down with like the Crips or the Bloods. So we called you up. Just to make sure everything was cool. And you got a bitchy aunt that you just dropped the mic on, is what I'm hearing.
What did you say, Ralph? You said we only got one sink?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like kitchen sink or bathroom sink, or what are you talking about?
It's a metaphor for life.
Like, you need to use this side of the sink instead of this side of the sink. Like, you don't even live here.
Oh, telling you how to do shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Trash goes out on Saturdays. Fucking Aunt Sharonda, it's fucking Wednesdays. You don't live here. Shut up.
I was doing like a household chore, and she was trying to tell me how to run things, and
Wait.
It got a little heated.
So you were doing the dishes? Like for real?
Pretty much.
And they said, you're doing the dishes the wrong way? And you said, well...
You need to use this side instead of the other side. I don't have a lot of drama in my life, so,
Okay, hold on.
You read the lists. You read lists about how rich people live their lives. You wear the same outfit every day. No drama in your life is always number 2. You don't fuck with people.
Yeah, this is pretty much just it wasn't a domestic situation, but that's not that.
Cyril, can you read the post again? How did he phrase it?
Hold on. I'm going through all of Ralph's shit. If you confront me verbally and challenge me, expect me to come right back at you, confront you, and it's on. I will not be taken down to or talked down to.
And this is the guy said, you're doing the dishes wrong. And Ralph said, well, when they got one sink. And did you walk out of the room when that happened?
No,
You just threw a plate on the floor and walked away.
Did you break a plate?
Fuck you, Aunt Sharonda.
they were more like just looking at me like they didn't expect me to say anything back, I guess.
Ralph isn't taking shit anymore.
I assume, Ralph, normally you're probably like the reserved guy, very unconfrontational.
Yeah.
And then you just walk up in there throwing plates and dropping mics. And you're like, fuck all of you.
I have a mouth on me. I've gotten better over the past 5 years. I don't get heated over much, but
Ralph, can you cuss me out right now? Give me a good cussing.
I'm not angry, so
Just feel it, like Hulk out right now, and give me your cursing.
Have you? Okay, this is a good Ralph question. Ralph, have you ever said to somebody? Have you ever just said to somebody just like "fuck you"? Have you ever said that to someone?
No, I think the worst I've said is I used to have this problem with my teachers in high school. Like, okay, you're a teacher. Like, you're not gonna talk down to me, especially you're a teacher. You're gonna respect me. I'm gonna respect you. So, like, I used to always go back and forth with my teachers, and my teachers would be like, "Well, what happens if that's your job?" And I'm like, "I know better because that's where my paycheck comes from. I ain't gonna say nothing then."
When you say go back and forth, though, what was like the worst thing you ever said to a teacher?
Did you ever hand deliver a bag of piss to a teacher?
No. Well, like, pretty much, I was yelling at my principal, and he was like, "Now, there's no need to yell." I'm like, "Well, you're going to hear my side of the story because you only hear one side of the story. You only want to hear what the teacher has to say. You don't want to hear what I got to say." I said, "You're going to hear both sides of the story." This is,
You were yelling at the principal?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
What's the worst trouble you've ever been in? Like, what is the worst thing you've ever been in trouble for?
I've only been in one fight.
That was the worst thing ever? Like, never stole anything, drugs, never got caught drinking?
And it was like I think it was like 7th grade. This kid kept talking.
Are you saying the last time you were a bad boy was the 7th grade?
Well, that's because I had all my principles and stuff on me. But once I got to high school, I kind of
heroin.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
He was talking trash, and he was like, you hit like he dared me to hit him, and I hit him, and he said, "Oh, you hit like a bitch."
You hit the principal?
Hold on.
No.
Ralph, set this fight up. So who are you? We got to hear about Ralph's fight. Who are you fighting?
Kid in class.
So you were fighting this kid in class, and how did it start with the fight? He was teasing you. He was taunting you.
Well, basically, the teacher was in the hallway. Class hadn't started yet, and I don't know. He decided to challenge me this day, and he's like, "Go ahead and hit me. You ain't got nothing. Go ahead and hit me." And I mean, he's sitting down, and I was sitting down at first, and he's like, "Go ahead and hit me. Go ahead." And I hit him. He said, "Oh, you hit like a bitch."
Like, was he picking on you? Like, or did he like fuck with you first?
He just spoke to me first. He just came at me first, like
he was assaulting you.
Well, just verbally. He just challenged me to hit him.
Yeah, he was basically calling Ralph out, saying Ralph wouldn't hit him.
Ralph, it sounds like you threw the first punch, though. You never throw the first punch.
Well, he said, you hit like a bitch, and I hit him. And then he started talking about my dad and stuff. And
your dad's
this, your dad's that.
That's different. I hit a motherfucker for talking about my family.
And then, and then
You talk about my family, I'll put a cat in your mailbox. You ain't about to fucking talk about my family.
And then I went into, you won't say it again. And he did. I hit him, and I hit him, like, I went into it, and I thought I only hit him like 7 or 8 times.
Did you go for the kill, Ralph? I'm telling you, no. When I fight Ralph,
Ralph punched him 72 times in the temple.
I go for the kill. No, I ain't gonna beat him over to death, but I will gouge your eyes out. I will bite your tongue off and fucking choke you to death.
Yeah, no. I think I only hit him like 7 or 8 times. But when the thief spoke me up, she put it there. I hit him like 13 or 14 times.
Is there a count? Like, does it matter? Like, 7 or 8 is this punishment? 15, 16 is this punishment? 30, 40 is that different punishment?
Well, but
I was just surprised that it was done more than what I thought it would.
Yeah, so Ralph,
you just pounded the fuck out of him.
Basically, Ralph went into a blackout rage and just punched the fuck out of this kid because he was like talking shit about his family.
Well, no, more power to you, dude. Don't let people talk shit about your family. Because that's all you got. That's the one thing you got to stand up for is your fam.
So, hold on, Ralph.
And all I know is after he said you hit like a bitch and all that, once I went into hitting him, like I didn't know he crawled up. So I think I got the better end of him.
So wait, Ralph.
Did he land any hits on you? Like, did you walk away with a black eye or anything?
No, like I said, once I started hitting consistently, he crawled up.
Oh, really? So you just hit him, he curled up, and you went to pounding on him? Pretty
much.
It's official. It's official, Serial. Ralph has beat up a dude.
Ralph has a better fighting record than I do.
Me too. Ralph fucking kicked the dude's ass. I got my ass kicked once in my life. Really good. And then another time, I've only thrown my whole life, Ralph, my whole life. I've only thrown one punch ever. That's it. One punch. And you fucking went ape shit on a dude and beat the shit out of him. Wait, you're like one of the...
I have one other instance.
Well, are you just telling me you beat up the meager in wanting? You were the bully in school, Ralph?
Oh, no. I was the one that didn't know what was going on.
Oh, get back on mic. I've lost you.
What's up?
Hop back on mic. It sounds like you're not talking into the phone anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool. No, I was just more like, I was one to try to stay out of it, like, don't know what's going on, but, it only takes so much.
Well, yeah, so you got into one fight, and then you became the Rambo of the school and started beating up kids from the top of lockers.
Well, that's what
some predator.
That's what I'm hearing, because Ralph said, I only got in one fight ever. And then it was like one fight, but then he's like, I beat the shit out of a dude 15 times in the temple. And then he follows it up with, I do have one more story, guys. So Ralph, as you're confessing all your sins, what else did you do?
Well, I didn't know you were going to bring it out of me, But,
well, no, you listen to the podcast. You know what we do. We extrapolate. Embrace the absurd.
I think this was like a year later. And I had another kid. He was a big football player, about 250 pounds. And I was in 8th grade. And we were like having test day where everybody was just taking a test. And we were all done with our test. And
you just whooped the guy's ass?
So we're like in a holding. So we're like in a holding for that, like just a class, holding us,
Yeah, you finish your test, you go to a different part.
Yeah. And so I had already been told, if you get in trouble again, you're gonna get suspended.
Ralph, were you a troublemaker?
No, it was our principal.
But why were you getting suspended if you weren't a troublemaker? The principal comes around and says, Mr. Ralph, if you get in trouble again, straight to the fucking sweat barn for you.
Well, the principal, he, like, I walked into class one day, and we had a substitute. And I sat down, and like I said, this is in junior high.
Fuck you, substitute.
and this is a substitute, right? So I go into class, and I sit down, and the substitute turns around, and he says, "Get out." And I said,
Is it because you whooped your dick out?
No, he just said, "Get out." And I just sat down. He's like, "Oh, the principal already told me you're a troublemaker." I'm like, "See,
Ralph, what were you doing in high school, buddy?"
Ralph has seen red. Like the substitute was like, "I heard you were a troublemaker," and Ralph was just about ready to throw a desk at this fucking guy's head, man.
No, I just left. But the problem is, the principal was a big problem because he was the one telling all the teachers, "Hey, he was already telling everybody I was a troublemaker," which wasn't the case. But
do you have a rage problem, Ralph?
No, but here's what started it off. The assistant principal, when I first got to junior high, he wanted my dad to sign a paper saying, "Hey, you can give Ralph spanking,"
Oh yeah, corporal punishment still exists in Texas.
Yeah, and my dad ripped it up in front of him.
Good for him.
He ripped up the paper, and after that, they hated me. The assistant principal, the principal, they all hated me.
He had it out for you because of your dad's actions.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I was known for walking out of class.
You didn't give a fuck. I can't get whoopings.
Well, I'm like, no one's going to hear my side of the story anyway, so I might as well just take things into my own hands. So,
Ralph, I would have never pegged you for a problem child. Now it just sounds like you were slamming D's all over high school.
Well, even when I got to high school, like 9th grade, the assistant principal, she's like, "Ralph, this is like 2 weeks into high school," and she's like, "Ralph, you've been doing really good. The principal told me you were going to be a troublemaker." I'm like, "No, I'm not a troublemaker. That's just, him spreading gossip and stuff, But once I got to high school, I didn't have no more trouble. So once I got away from that principal, I was all right.
So what'd you do with the substitute teacher, though? I kept feeling like that story was going to go somewhere. Did you attack the substitute teacher? Or?
I just walked out.
Oh, you walked out of class?
Like I said, all I did was sit down. He turned around, and all he did was look at me and said, "Get out." I said, all I did was sit down. Get out.
Did you slash his tires or something? Break his windows in his car?
I think I just roamed the hallways, which I was pretty used to doing.
You were like a night stalker. You roamed the hallways of the...
Well, how big was your school? Because me and JC, we went to a school that was like 500 people, and that's K through 12. How big was your school?
I know my high school, it was about over 900.
For the high school?
Yeah, and so the junior high was probably about 750, 800.
All right, so you probably had like 2,000 students in the whole school?
Yeah.
Or like the school district or whatever?
Yeah, but going back to the football player, where the 250-pound guy, I had already been told, if you get in trouble one more time, you're going to get suspended. And so what you need to do is tell the teacher so you don't get in trouble. So I went and told the teacher, "Hey, this guy, he's sitting behind me and he's kicking me. He keeps kicking me and kicking my chair."
He's being a douche.
Yeah.
Do you feel like... hold on one second.
You turn around and just cold clock him?
You
give him a little. You rear back and you give him a little.
All right. Hold on one second, Ralph. I got to ask Cyril this. Do you feel like Ralph, like there was like don't make him angry, like kind of vibe going on around the...
I feel like Ralph may be a superhero from the Marvel universe that I've never heard about, like anti-bullying boy and he just rages out and throws desks at bullies.
Well, I've gotten a whole lot better at controlling, like, because I used to just say anything without thinking, but now, like, I have, like, levels. I have, like, 3 levels.
Yes,
Once you get to the
please.
third
Please, wait. Walk me through the levels. What is level
define
1?
the levels for us.
Yes.
Let's get specifics on Ralph's rage levels. Let's give them all names.
What is level 1?
well, the first level,
I think we should start with the biggest one. Start with the biggest one, work backwards.
Okay.
okay, the third,
Because that way we can say this is the Hulk level. This is rage to the extreme.
the third level is I hold my anger in for a week or two, but and it may not even be that long.
That is not healthy.
But and
What's-
then
Well, hold on, Ralph.
once I feel like I've had enough, we're just gonna shout,
So, like,
yell, and
when we're talking Hulk level reaction, are we talking about like breaking shit, throwing coffee mugs, and punching mirrors, and like what is rage in your life? Like when you rage out, what is it?
third level, I get louder and louder and louder, and nothing's gonna stop the rant, pretty much.
Do you ever break things?
No, I don't get that way. I
Do you ever punch walls?
No, I don't.
It's
don't
all-
get violent on myself.
It's all
You cut
verbal.
yourself?
I think it's all verbal. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
It's all,
Okay.
He turns
Okay,
into
so-
he turns into Dennis Miller on a rant. Is what he. I don't need
Right.
to go on a rant here, but
now I can throw a punch if I'm, needed to be, but
Okay. So, but level 3 is
verbal.
level 3 is verbal assault with maybe some like slamming doors or something.
No. I'm thinking it's verbal assault in parentheses, maybe a punch. Like verbal assault, parentheses, maybe a punch.
Yeah, that's slamming doors. So we step down. What would be level 2?
I'm good at slamming doors.
Yeah, before we Hulk out though, like when you are still Ralph and you still look like Ralph, not Hulk, but you're slightly turning a tint of green. Like in a movie, you would say at this point, you don't want to see me when I'm angry. What is that reaction?
Is this level 2? Are we on level 2?
Yeah, this is level 2. We're working our way back. Right before you Hulk out. What is level 2?
I'll either let somebody know around me, hey, if it doesn't get under control.
Oh, gossip. A little bit of like, hey, this guy's about to get his ass kicked. I'm about to drop D's on this motherfucker.
Well, I'm like, if you could take care of it, handle it before it gets out of hand, great, So
You don't want to see me when I'm angry.
that way I don't have to get involved, And the first
Yeah,
level,
the first level, like what ticks you off? What gets under your fingernails?
it's mainly it's mainly just trying to think. Like I get criticizing. I guess if you like criticize me, I get angry.
That's what happened tonight. That's what happened tonight, Cyril, with the fucking dishes. Someone criticized the way he was doing the dishes, and he just dropped the mic and I had to go, we only have one sink.
Oh, Ralph, I never mean to criticize. I don't want you to go full Hulk on me. I'm trying to be supportive and like helpful, not demonstrative.
I mean, there's a difference in full out criticism and constructive. Like I take constructive, like hey, let me give you some advice, or whatever. I'll take that.
This is easier this way, or this might work better.
Yeah, but if you're gonna come at me, hey, you need to do this. Oh, it's not gonna end well.
You never made it as a military man, then I'd assume.
No.
You poop now. You sleep now.
And like the biggest thing about me, if I'm going to get loud and argumentative, it's when someone raises their voice at me, I go try to laugh.
Right.
So if they up the ante, you will go above what they're doing.
Yeah, I'll go above until they want me.
You ever shit in somebody's driveway, Ralph?
No.
I take that as a yes.
It was so
It's not the line, but
So the only the only confrontation you actually had was the one time you actually got physical was when you punched a dude like 14 times. Short of that, it's yeah. Go ahead.
The other time was that football player, the one I hadn't got to yet.
Yeah. Please, I want to hear
have we
this.
still not said that? I'm sorry.
No. That was when I told the teacher, okay, hey, this guy's kicking me. He's kicking my chair. I can't get in trouble again. I'm not supposed to tell you. And so the teacher moved me to the other side of the room. Well, that kid followed me over there, and he started kicking me again and kicking my chair again. So I just got up, turned around, and popped him right in the chest.
Ralph, were you bullied as a high school student?
Not really. Just some people. I think some people wanted to test me and see everything.
Yeah, I get that. Everybody's gonna kind of find their place in the high school structure.
Yeah, I think I was the person where they were like testing me and see like.
But no one outright fucked with you.
Yeah, no. But like I said, I fought him and he was like 250 pounds. He was a big football player. And then
it don't take much. You just got to hit him in the jaw. Hit him right in the jaw.
Yeah, the bad thing is I go to the office and the teacher wrote me up. And I said, well, where's the football player at?
I've got moths. I'm sorry. Motherfucker, die.
Ralph, he's swatting moths on a fucking podcast. So as if this fucking train wreck of a thing we call a show couldn't get any worse. We now have a man with a fly swatter killing defenseless animals.
No, I know. I'm just clapping because the motherfuckers are in my face.
So now Cereal's going Hulk on us, huh?
That's what it is.
I'm not going Hulk. It's just, I don't mind you living in my house, but when you impede on my vision, you will die.
I do think this. I think you, Ralph, have kicked an ass before, and I have not. I have not kicked an ass.
That's the way the story goes. JC.
But basically, I asked, okay, where's the football player at? I said, I didn't write him up. He can't get in trouble. He's a football player. I'm like, oh, no, it don't work that way. You're not going to write me up and not write him up. and so the principal was like, no, you can't call your dad or whatever. So I snuck out of his office, and I went to the counselor, and I borrowed their phone, and we got the teacher to come in, and
you were just a little hellraiser, Ralph.
The prince. I just wanted justice, and so
no, that's the thing.
Fight the power.
You were the hellraiser. You were like us. I personally carried around the school's handbook and code of ethics. That way, when any teacher, like I knew the rules, I learned the rules, and I exploited the rules. And anytime a teacher gave me guff, it was like, well, hold on, let me just pull out the rule code of conduct and shit handbook, and I'd follow the rules. And like, this is what it says. And me and the principal had a lot of go-rounds with what the code of conduct said versus what I was doing.
Yeah, I would go toe-to-toe, no problem. No problem.
I think you guys are both more conflict-oriented than me. I don't think I ever did anything like that.
Well, no, you were the asshole who never really fought for why he was an asshole, though. Yeah, you were a pacifist in that sense.
I am a pacifist. No, I'm a pussy. I don't like conflict.
Yeah,
but
you did fucked up things, and you were just like, punch me in the face. I don't care. Just punch me. Whatever. Where I was more of a lawyer, and Ralph apparently was a Hulk.
Well, that's
let's just say after I hit that 250 pound trainer, no one mentioned me again.
No, good for you, Ralph. Good for you, buddy. Holy
Prison
shit.
rules.
Fucking, it is. Dave Coulier likes it. If Dave Coulier likes it, I love it.
I didn't know one Facebook post was going to lead to a fighting episode or whatever this is.
It's the most radio Ralph. Well, the minute we saw it, I called Cyril. I was like, we got to call fucking Ralph tonight. Got to do a show. And he was like, what happened? I was like, I saw Ralph's post and this motherfucker went to war and I got to hear about it.
And see, that Facebook post, that was like level 2.
So you weren't even hulking out yet?
That was like a warning, in a way.
That was a little shot. That was a shot across the bow to say, hold on a minute, because I can go up a level if you need me to.
Well, you know, like level 1 is nothing. Level 2 is social media. Level 3 is a direct text. If I give you a direct text, oh, bitch, you better watch your face.
Radio Ralph, I would like you to do this if you can at some point. Can you please review punching someone in the face at some point for me? I'd like to see a Radio Ralph's review of punching someone in the face because I haven't done it since 3rd grade and I don't remember what it's like.
Hey, if we can do business on the show for a second. Business on the show. Hey, Ralph, I think I'm supposed to be heading to the Hi-Fi Friday Studios West shortly. Are we going to do Ralph Reviews strip clubs?
Oh, we need to. Are we doing that, Ralph?
I am open to it.
Okay, well, hopefully for everybody out there listening, shortly.
Essentially, not like that's not committing, but it's not decommitting, but it's saying, yeah, okay.
That's what Ralph just said is if you show up at my house in a vehicle and say, Ralph, strip clubs, Ralph will say, we must go. We shall go.
Well, yeah. So shortly, we are going to try for a Ralph's review of a strip club. So look forward to that. All over exploded.com.
Rest assured, I'll be taking the Zoom recorder for the before and after, the pregame and postgame coverage.
Definitely. An interview before, we go and experience it. We come out and we interview after.
It's going to be great. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
This totally feels like a throwback Shizen show.
No, everything we do is a throwback Shizen. We just changed the name. There's no worries there.
All right, so Cyril, what else do we have to do tonight? I feel like I got to know Ralph tonight, so really this is a great episode. I feel like
I don't even know how you're gonna be able to use any of this.
This is great.
Well, one way or another, it's gonna come out. We've had too many lost episodes.
This is a gold standard show, Ralph. They always say in radio, they always say when you don't have topics, that's when you fucking like just reveal personal shit to fill time. And I feel like this was a great example of that. Radio Ralph in the clutch, giving us a fucking show's worth of content as we learn about his anger issues. Like I didn't like.
Yeah, watch out. Ralph will fucking Hulk out on you.
Everyone, this is what I say about to bring it full circle to what we were saying about cultural appropriation and everything. I really do believe that if people would realize that we're all fucked up in one way or another, and like what my issue is like is different than what Ralph's. Ralph obviously has a serious anger issue to deal with.
Serious.
I probably have some kind of drinking problem. I don't know what you have, Cyril. You're disconnected from fucking emotions. That's not good. So we all have crosses to bear. And I think if we acknowledge that we have these crosses to bear, then instead of saying like, oh, we got to all be the same, we go, oh no, we are the same in one regard. We're all flawed, fucked up humans trying to make it day to day. I feel like that's a good way to unify people. That's what I feel. How about that? How about those deep thoughts?
There you go. Wrap it up nice and neat and put a bun on that motherfucker. Staple it down.